Welcome everybody to a look at a relatively new limited edition release from Imprint, and it is 1958's Another Time, Another Place. This is number 564 in the Imprint collection, directed by Lewis Allen, who also did Suddenly, The Uninvited and Appointment with Danger. This is a melodrama, clocking in at 95 minutes long. Stars the likes of Lana Turner, who was in the 1948 version of The Three Musketeers, which is an excellent film. If you haven't seen that, she was also in the 1941 version of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and The Postman Always Rings Twice. Also stars Barry Sullivan, who I've seen in 10 other films. He was great in the likes of 40 Guns, Planet of the Vampires and Jeopardy. You've also got Glynis Johns, who was in No Highway in the Sky, The Weak and the Wicked, and The Vault of Horror. And introducing Sean Connery, as yes, he did have an end introducing credit in this film, because it was one of his very early roles and probably his biggest at that time. Seen him in 41 other films. Like recent other favourites that I've probably not mentioned in the many times that we've talked about him would be likes of The Presidio, Highlander, and The Rock. And in supporting roles, you've got likes of Sidney James and Martin Stevens. The latter of which was in a couple of really rather great horror films in the 60s, in the likes of Village of the Damned and The Innocents. So in England during World War II, an American news correspondent's affair with a married British correspondent ends tragically when he is killed in a plane crash. Fearing a nervous breakdown or as a result of his death, she travels to Cornwall to mourn with his family without any intention of revealing her relationship with him. So although there isn't much here that is likely to be a surprise, I nonetheless found this to be an engaging effort, which is in no small part thanks to the great cast, who are convincing in their roles. The pacing is also on point, the character interactions are well executed, there is some decent thematic weight to the plot, it is well shot, the period production is solid, and the village that is used in Cornwall, that is a stand-in for the fake village St. Glyn, I think it's St. Glynis, or misremembering the name of the town now, but it's basically, if you've ever watched any UK TV, especially in the form of a series called Doc Martin, then you will recognise that village. It seemingly hasn't changed in the 70 or so years since this film came out. So yeah, and yeah, that village is really well used when it eventually goes to Cornwall from outside of London. So yeah, overall a decent effort. I guess a 3.5 out of 5. Like I said, nothing spectacular, nothing here that's going to really surprise you, but I felt like it was well worth the watch. So yeah, I like this new artwork we've got on the go here. Doesn't say if it's been done by anyone or not. And then the reverse. Then we have the original artwork on the sleeve for the disc itself. And yeah, we have a 1080p high definition presentation of the film. It's in black and white, 1:85:1 aspect ratio, and you've got LPCM 2.0 mono audio in the English language with optional English hard of hearing subtitles. And yeah, it looks and sounds pretty good in its new high definition presentation. You only got one extra though with this release, an audio commentary by film historians Lee Pfeiffer, Tony Latino, and Paul Scrabo from 2026. I think they've done stuff we've looked at already this year before, so nice to see them return. And then we have the disc itself as well with the new artwork printed on it and a shot from the film in the background. So yeah, a decent effort, but like I said, nothing that's going to blow you away. But definitely a nice Sunday afternoon kind of film. So well worth seeing, especially if you are wanting to see earlier roles from Sean Connery that are before his Bond years. As yeah, really interesting to see him looking as young as he does. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen Another Time, Another Place, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.